Alrighty, in this video tutorial, we're going to share with you how to create and enter in a new product into Inksoft using the new product wizard. Now, after we log in as an admin, we'll go ahead and go to Global Settings, and we can navigate to Products. And here you see there's a number of options you have to manage and edit products. Well, for this particular overview, we're going to focus in on New Product. Now, before we do that, I want to share one tip with you, and this is just a preference. You'll see that you have the option to set up a product category or manage existing categories. You can do the same for manufacturers and suppliers. So oftentimes what I like to do is, especially if I'm uploading a custom product that is unique from apparel, like a sign or a koozie or a mouse pad. In this example for this tutorial, we're going to actually use a water bottle. So what I like to do is I like to make the assessment, okay, I'm entering a brand new product, it's probably going to have a new supplier, a new manufacturer, and it's probably going to require a new product category. So if that's the case, if this is a new entry into Inksoft, what I oftentimes like to do is set up a category first. And oftentimes I'll set up a supplier and a manufacturer as well. So what I'm going to do now from this window, and what I'm at is Global Settings, Products, and Product Admin. So from this screen, I can click Set Up Categories. And what I'll do from this junction is I will set up a custom product category. Now, what I'm going to do once I click on this function, all the product categories that are already in Inksoft will load. And I have the ability to delete a product category, as you can see from this red X. I also have the ability to edit a product category. And I can also do one last thing is I can click on this little wrench icon, and I have the ability to manage that category, which means I can add a new product category image to represent that category. So, if you're not satisfied with some of these stock images, if you'd rather have like a cool sweatshirt or something different, you can substitute by clicking on this little wrench icon, and that's going to let you substitute that product category image. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go down the bottom, and this is where I have the opportunity to upload a custom category or create a custom category. So you can see here at the very bottom it says add new category. So I'm going to create one that's water bottle. And we'll do this as plural. Maybe I want to upload more than one. So I'm going to name this water bottles. I'm going to click the plus symbol, and that's going to create a brand new product category for water bottles. Now, what if I wanted to create a category and then have a bunch of subcategories? So you can see here, women's, that is a category, but underneath it, you can see ladies long sleeve tee, ladies short sleeve, ladies sleeveless. So think of this as doing a parent category or a main category and then setting up subcategories. So for example, maybe a water bottle would be best suited to go under a category like drink, I don't know, a different core category. In contrast, I can create a subcategory. So I have water bottles. Maybe I want to create Echo water bottle as a subcategory. So what I'm going to do from the core category is I'm going to choose water bottle. So down here to the bottom, it's all alphabetized. So I'm going to click water bottles, and I'm going to click Echo water bottle. So we're going to create a subcategory. So this is how you're going to manage your categories and your subcategories, as you can see, by using that tool and that resource down at the very bottom. So here we are. We've now created this product category. So that is usually what I like to do in terms of a first step. Well, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and create a new product. So I'm going to go back to Global Settings, Products, and I'm going to select New Product. And we've recently released this new product wizard that really helps you because it gives you a step-by-step workflow in integrating a custom new product. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on Create New Product, and this is going to give me that workflow, that step-by-step instruction to introduce a brand new product into Inksoft. So here's what we're going to do. From the drop-down menus, we're going to select our supplier and our manufacturer. So what I always advise is you work top to bottom, left to right. And I would strongly encourage you to read these instructions here on the right-hand side because it's going to give you all the definitions and give you an example of what's required. Now at the very top you see your steps, so step 1 through 6. So there's 6 steps in this process. The first step is to basically put all the product details in. So from this drop-down menu, I'm going to go ahead and choose a supplier, and I'm also going to choose a manufacturer. Now you can change this as we progress, so I'm not too hyper concerned about this in this particular workflow because I can change this anytime I want. So really just choose your supplier manufacturer and then enter in a name. So I'm going to put in Echo water bottle. So that's going to be the name for the product. Now I'm going to put in a SKU. So I'll put in Echo, whatever it may be that I'm using as a SKU. And I'll go ahead and copy and paste that down. I'm going to put in a weight, and this is important for shipping. So shipping is going to look at how many units and at what weight to determine the shipping weight for this particular order. Now for customer price, this is the price that's going to display to the client, and you can see here that it says plus print. So in Inksoft, one of the most common methodologies is you have a customer price, so the base price of a product. Let's say it's a $10 t-shirt, and then Inksoft will add the printing costs to that. So if they choose to order screen print, or if they're choosing direct to garment, whatever it may be, that's the most standard way to price a product. Now sometimes it's not relevant to do that. For example, if I'm printing on water bottles and my printing cost is so negligible that I'm just going to have a $10 water bottle. I don't care how they decorate it, it's going to be $10. So what I can do is I'm not concerned with adding the print pricing, which means I'm going to go ahead and select printing free. So you can see we're under product options, you can make the printing not apply to that product. So again, I'm going to finish entering all the details here. I'm going to put in my cost. So let's say I get a water bottle for $1.50. Now, the other option in terms of print pricing is you can choose a pricing model to apply. So let's say that this is a screen print product and I want my screen print pricing to apply to this. Well, I can go ahead and make that selection from the dropdown. You can also set up custom pricing grids for print pricing. So let's say you want to set up one for screen printing for Coroplast signs, digital printing for wide format signs. So you can basically create a product and tether it to a unique pricing schedule. So there's really sort of a few methods here, assigning a pricing schedule to a product or making it free. And you see if I click free, I can't choose a pricing model because it, once again, is not relevant. Now make sure again to read all the descriptions here for product options. So I'm going to go ahead and, yes, I'm going to make this product active, so it's going to be available for sale immediately. And I'll make this a featured product, so it shows up on the home page as a featured product. Of course, we'll give this a description, eco-friendly. I could copy this from the manufacturer's website, whatever it may be, eco-friendly water bottle. Now this is an important function to put in keywords and long tail key phrases. So this is a great area to take advantage of search engine optimization because this will be actual text. So you probably want to put some thought behind this. Customize your own eco-friendly water bottle. That would probably be a really good niche. So we'll go ahead and dial that in. And you can say I just type in my text. And I'll put in product availability message for this product, ships on demand. Or otherwise, if I don't put in a product availability message, it's going to defer to the global availability message. Great, now in the event that you've entered in all of the required information, when I click on the next button, I'm going to go ahead and progress to step number 2, which is choosing colors and sizes. Now we've made it very easy here. You'll see on the left-hand side, I could go ahead and tick the options that are available in terms of a product. So let's just say that there's one size. I'll just go ahead and designate that. Of course, you could add custom sizing, and we can also add upcharges. So for apparel or for other product, I could have some standard sizes, but then if they're going to choose from a larger size, I could assess an upcharge if they go ahead and make that selection. All right, so we'll go ahead and put in what style and color this is. So this is a white water bottle, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a color to represent the product. Now if your product has more than 2 colors, you could choose a secondary color as well. So let's say it's a white t-shirt with red sleeves. I could make that designation here. Great, I'm going to go ahead and create a new product, which is going to bring us to the third step, which is choosing product categories and stores to merchandise this product in. So that's the beauty of uploading a new product into Inksoft, is you can dynamically say, you know what, these 5 web stores would be perfect for me to sell this product in. Or maybe you want to cherry pick and say, well, 2 of the 5 stores should really be selling these water bottles. So again, you could go and select all of your stores by clicking all at the very top, and that's going to make this water bottle for sale in every one of your Inksoft powered web stores. Now you can also assign this product to a category. Remember, it's my preference to start with a category if it's new. And in this case, you can see here, water bottles, Eco water bottles. We created a secondary category. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in the Eco water bottle category. Now notice we have that gray icon here, and I'm going to go ahead and upload a product image to represent this category. So you can see if I click on that, I can browse for a product category, and I've actually created a water bottle category here, and I have the ability now to upload an image that I want to use to represent that category. So you can see here Inksoft is now uploading an image to represent this product category, your logo here, and here we have a water bottle with an icon on it. Now I want to point out something important. I have this folder here of water bottle images. anytime you create a product category image or even a product, it needs to be square. That's the golden rule in Inksoft, is everything should be square. So when I'm creating this product category, this logo here, basically I'll set up a 500 by 500 pixel work area, and you can see how I've oriented my sports bottle and my text within that area. So that's going to display perfectly because again, everything is square in Inksoft. So always set up a square workspace, even if you're setting up a product image to represent the design studio. So you can see here, if I delete that content, here we have a perfectly square area. And in Inksoft, as you'll see in the next few steps, we're going to define our imprint area. And defining the imprint area is really just drawing a box for the imprintable area. So everything needs to be square, golden rule in Inksoft. Okay, great. We've chosen the stores that we're going to sell this product in. We've chosen the category that we're going to put this product in. And you can also select multiple categories. So in the event that I have other product categories that this would make a good fit in, I can go ahead and add that. Maybe I want to cross-sell this in koozies, maybe that's not the most appropriate fit, but I can certainly do that. I can click Next, and when I click Next, I'm going to get this window here, Upload Product Images. Now the product image is what I just described in Photoshop. This is going to be the product image. This is the product that's going to represent in the Design Studio. So what I'm going to do now is I can go ahead and choose a file. And what I'll do is click on upload a single image. I'll go ahead and choose a file, and of course I'm going to browse to my PNG file that I've created. I'm going to go ahead and choose that file, and I'll click this function that says upload. Now you'll notice here that there's a button that says you can batch upload. So you can upload several images at one time. So let's say that I had a folder and I had maybe, let's say 10 different styles or variations of a water bottle. Different colors of lids. I could batch upload those product images in one fell swoop. So make absolutely certain to read the descriptions here, the instructions on the right-hand side, because that will give you a lot of insight on how to batch upload those images at one time. So what I can do now is I can define my imprint region. That's the 5th step in this workflow. So what I'll do now is I'll click the Next button. And you can see in the next area, we have instructions here in the bottom, so make certain to pay particular attention to that. So here's the image that we've uploaded. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and make these selections here. So you can see that I can choose what area is this. Well, this is the front of the water bottle. What I can also do is assign a print width. Now this is probably one of the greatest points of confusion, so I'm going to clarify this now. Inksoft will do this. When you left mouse click in this area here, I'm getting a message, our product is uploaded successfully. What I can do on the product image on the left-hand side is I can left mouse click. And when I left mouse click, I'm holding down my left mouse button and I'm going to draw an imprint region. This is the area that I'm going to let clients design in. So they can design anything within this region. Now when I go ahead and draw that region, there's 4 points. There's 4 coordinates. So Inksoft will know this space. All you have to do is tell us the width. And if we know the width, then we can measure the distance in terms of height. So you only have to set width. You do not have to set both width and height. The height will be done automatically. So what I could do now is I'm going to create a new width area, new imprint width for this product because there's not one. You can see all the ones I've customized and created. So I'm going to call this water bottle. So I'm going to enter in water bottle, and I'm going to say this has a 3-inch imprint area. So I'm going to click the plus symbol, and I'm going to add this in as a new imprint area. That means if I come back to the print width dropdown, I can now select water bottle. Inksoft is now going to know that this is the imprint width. Now the other thing you can do is you can designate an imprint area as default. So let's say that you have a t-shirt and you have full front, left chest, back, whatever it may be. You can basically choose a default imprint area. Maybe you always want people to go to left chest first and they have to select full front in order to change that. I can make that selection. Great, now that I'm done defining my imprint area, choosing all the details here, I'm going to go ahead and click the next function. Now the next function, basically I can go through and just make certain that everything is done properly. This is the view product detail function, and this is a way for you just to make sure everything is done. So this is everything that you've done up to this point in this window. So you see the supplier and the manufacturer. Again, I can change this at any time, so I'm never concerned with supplier manufacturer because I can make these changes, as you can see. I can also bring in new product variations. So let's say that I want to bring in maybe a black water bottle. I'd have the opportunity to create a new variation here and dial in the details and upload a new style. So you can see that there's never anything that you can't change or correct. Now the next step is to go ahead and navigate to the store to test and see your product. Alrighty, now to test your product upload to make sure everything is done properly, what you want to do is you can click this button here that says View on Website, and that's going to take you directly to the page, the product page for that particular product. So here you can review the details of the product, the sizes, all the functions that relate to it. You can also do this. You can click Customize it to basically see how it performs inside of the Design Studio. So you can see your imprint area. You can go ahead and test that area. You can zoom in to the imprint region so the client can focus in on this particular area, and you can see that the imprint region works properly. So that's sort of the workflow. Additionally, one of the last functions in testing is I like to go and click on products and just see how it's being displayed in the product category area. Make sure my image shows up properly. So you can see at the bottom it says water bottles, and we can see Echo water bottle, so you can see that logo is now displaying properly. So that's the process for uploading custom products into Inksoft. Of course, I can come back later and edit this product at any time. In fact, if I'm signed in as an admin, you'll notice that I have this option down here under Product Admin that says Edit Product. So I can always come back to this and make changes to any of the details that we established when we set up this particular product.